Chapter 11. Reflections in the Cave. Journeys. The snow covers up everything on winter days. It is tempting to paint on this shimmering white canvas with smatterings of memories from my travels. I am lying in the frugal shade of a stone stupa on a burning summer afternoon. Another stray, a dog, has chosen to share this receding spot of shadow with me. We do not compete with each other for the comfort of shadow. We know that after a while, even this sliver of refuge will disappear. For now, we sleep to escape. But I am tired of sleeping. I have a scab on my leg. I know better than picking at it. No good ever comes from picking scabs. But I do pick my scab. It is an infinitely grotesque and useless task. I will suffer for many days onward, but it keeps me busy. Teasing the dried-out piece of flesh seems to give me purpose in the moment, relief from the ever-increasing itch, if only for a brief instant. I know I will hurt for the next few days while I wait for healing from this moment of perverse pleasure. A new scab will form, and there will be another lazy afternoon when I will pick at them, until some day my attention turns to something else, or it simply becomes too painful to pick. Picking physical scabs has so much less fallout than picking mental scabs, but the latter we seem to do all the time. After all, they are hidden behind the masks we wear. I sit outside the iron gates of a restaurant's patio, hidden behind the shadow of a tree. The smell of delicious food wafts across. It appeals to me in a way only the very hungry can understand. If I stay quiet, no one will notice and come out to drive me away. This is a routine I've come to know too well. Stay hidden, and the scraps will come. Restaurants do not want beggars loitering around their customers. The sight of us poor folk could make their customers feel uncomfortable and lose appetite. The reality of suffering jars their private bubble. In this bubble, they have learned to feel safe in their pursuits, their comparisons, and little stories they have made up about reality. They need not be reminded that what separates them from the other realities is a small fence. To learn to become oblivious to suffering is perhaps the only way to afford celebrations. On the restaurant patio, 3 middle-aged women are dining at the table closest to the fence. From their conversations, I surmise one of them is a visitor from the USA celebrating her vacation with her old friends. They are retelling stories, creating memories, oblivious to the world around them. She could have been me. My mind scans their conversation for hints that will help me label them in ways that will make them feel small to me. Feeling like a victim gives me a sense of power. This is my bubble. I will need it for warmth when the restaurant closes and the cold, silent night descends upon me with its haunting echoes of, "It could have been." For many weeks now, I have been sleeping in an abandoned culvert pipe near a temple. It is a strategic position. I do not have to stray too far to beg, and the culvert pipes are large enough to give me a comfortable retreat from the elements. Sometimes dogs walk in and share the space with me. We tolerate each other. A young man in his mid-20s notices me in the pipe. He drives a small delivery van. He stops the vehicle near my pipe and comes over to talk to me. He wants to know if I am hungry and if I need a place to stay. I do not want to be taken away to an asylum again. I am hungry, but I tell him I am not. Still, he goes to the van and comes with a packet of food, simple South Indian food, fresh and hot. He sits next to me, opens the food packet, and passes it to me. The aroma reminds me of my mother's cooking. I hesitate, but hunger takes over. I gobble up the food. He offers me a bottle of water before he leaves. The next day he comes back again. I am surprised that he is not repulsed by my sores or stench. He talks to me as an equal. He asks me for my story, where I am from, what home is for me, if I know someone who can take me back. I do not reply. After I eat, he asks if I want a place to stay. I tell him I am happy here. He comes every day. I have started to look forward to the minutes I spend with this young man. He likes to talk while I eat. I come to learn that he was an aspiring chef who gave up his dreams to feed the mentally ill. One day he brings a barber's kit. He tells me that he is going to give me a haircut and a shave. I protest, but he wins me over with his gentle insistence. For the first time in many months, I look like a human being. For a brief while, I feel like one. What fear and regret could not achieve, human kindness seems to accomplish. Yet the next morning, I walk away from the culvert pipe. Perhaps I'm afraid of hope itself.